Good morning.
It always takes a little bit for it to pop on over from the video, but oh
I
well, it is.
know. It is beautiful here today. Absolutely gorgeous.
It is beautiful here too. It is I want to say like low 60s and sunny. It rained yesterday afternoon, so everything is like bright and green and growing because of the fresh rain. So
Love it. I have no idea what the temperature
yeah,
is here, but it's not super hot. It's just so pretty. Like I'm
yay.
looking over my computer and I can see down to our pond. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I can't see our pond from here. It's hidden.
One of our one of
Oh
our
my
four
goodness.
ponds I can see.
Ooh, very nice. Ours is like an itty bitty little like frog pond. It's not very big, but anyway. All right. Well, welcome. Welcome to the Wellness Wake Up Weekly. Woo woo. All right. So today we're talking about cortisol. And the reason why we're talking about this is because last week it was something that we brought up and we're like, you know what? We need a deeper dive on this. And so
Yeah.
today we're breaking down what it is and how it affects us. And so before we do that, we would love to, we're going to introduce ourselves, but I'd also love for you, as those of you who are watching, to drop a comment and say hello. Let us know where you are watching from. Let us know what the weather's like where you're at, since clearly Christine and I both have beautiful weather where we're at. And, and also just let us know a little bit if you have heard of cortisol. Just give us a yes or no if you've heard about cortisol. Most likely you've heard about it. It's one of those topics that are being talked about, but we wanted to do a little deeper dive. So, Christine, why don't you introduce yourself first, and then we'll go from there.
I am Christine Lunsford. I am an Empower You coach, and I live in North Central Arkansas with my sweet husband, who's an electrician, and our 4 Jack Russells, and 7 chickens, and 1 rooster who thinks he's top dog. He's not, but he thinks he is. So, yeah,
And you're an author.
and I'm
You're
an
an
author
author.
and a speaker and kind of doing all the things. But honestly, when it comes down to it, I have a heart to serve women and empower them to understand what's going on in their body. I actually put together an entire system that I call it the food freedom method, which gives you the freedom to know how your food makes you feel so that you can choose powerfully.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And be more intentional with what we put in our bodies. I absolutely love that. And I love your book. Amazing. It's super eye-opening and it really hit home for me because I've had some issues and gone to the doctor and they gave me the wrong answer. And that is the title of Christine's book, is Wrong Answer. So
Yes.
and I am Carrie Marie Vaughn, and I live in upstate New York, upstate meaning the Adirondack foothills. And I'm an Unstickify Your Life coach, meaning that I help you to get unstuck in different areas of your life. And I'm actually currently putting together a community of women who are just craving support. They're craving growth. They are craving that dream life of theirs that they're currently not living, but they know that there's something more out for them. And so if you want to be a part of that community, I have a wait list that I'm starting to set up. So just drop the word wait list in the comments, just so that I know and I can get with you afterwards. But I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We have 3 adult children. Our youngest literally just turned 20 yesterday. So we no longer have any teenagers or younger. All 3 of our kids are in their 20s. Craziness, how fast time flies. If you have little ones, oh my goodness, time goes by so fast. So enjoy every second of it.
Yeah.
And we have 3 cats of our own. We also have in total 4 grand cats, 3 of which are living with us, and a grand dog. I guess I can't really call him a puppy anymore, even though I think of him as a puppy. He's 2. So I guess he's kind of still in that puppy stage. We'll see. Anyway,
Every dog
he's
is a
very good
puppy
boy.
to me.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's dive into the topic because this is something that we hear. I don't know about you, but if you're on social media, the word cortisol gets brought up quite a bit. But I feel like not all of us have our heads fully wrapped around what it actually is. So Christine and I love nerding out on things like
Well,
this. And we're like, if people are talking about cortisol and we're saying certain things or raising our cortisol levels, we want to know actually what it is. So that's why we're bringing to you that topic today. So
absolutely. Well, and
uh,
you know what? I'm sure there's a lot of women that when they hear cortisol, they think it's a bad thing.
exactly. Yes.
It's not.
I thought it was a bad thing. Before we started researching it, I thought it was a bad thing. So that's so good that you brought that up, because I also thought it was bad. And so many people think cortisol is bad because of the
Mhm.
way that it is described and talked about.
Yes.
So, first, I'd love to ask everyone who is watching today. Um, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to drop yes if any of these like ring a bell or sound familiar with you. First of all, that you're constantly running on stress and caffeine. I mean, how many times are your stress levels high? You are down in the coffee or energy drinks or whatever just to get through the day. So drop a yes if that sounds familiar and if that sounds like you. Or do you feel exhausted and wired at the same time? And I know, Christine, you and I had this conversation because you have felt like this just recently.
I felt like this last night when I went to bed. I was exhausted and I'm like, I am so tired. Why can't I sleep? So, yes, I had that last night.
Yeah, and it has happened to me so many times where I'm laying in bed and I know I'm exhausted. It's been a long day, but literally I can't fall asleep.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, that is something. Drop a yes if that is you. If you have ever experienced that recently, feeling exhausted and wired at the same time, laying in bed and just can't fall asleep.
Yes.
Also, first of all, what if your body isn't working against you? It's responding exactly how it's designed to. That is the question. And this is what we're going to dive more into a little bit, because our bodies are always trying to tell us something.
Yes.
And sometimes we just need to pay attention. We always are saying, listen to me, Linda.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
so drop a yes if you have been feeling more stressed, tired, or overwhelmed lately.
Yes. And if anybody is
Here we go.
interested, I am working on my book. I'm so close. So
I am
just
so
type
excited.
book if you would like the book, and it can step you through how to track this. Okay, moving on. Cortisol.
Let's talk about what cortisol is, like where it's created in the body, what it actually is, so that way people kind of understand. All right, so just a forewarning, we're going to nerd out a little bit, but I think that you kind of have to understand this a little bit in order to understand what's going on in your body.
Yes, and keep in mind, first of all, we're not doctors or nurses, and this is like the tip of the iceberg. This is not everything. This is very high level of information. So trust me.
Right. We just did some research and we want to share with you the research we found. It does not mean that we are experts at this, because we are not. We actually didn't really know that much about it. That's why we wanted to research it and bring you what we learned. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
Okay, and I have a request. If anybody that is watching is a cortisol or hormone expert, please reach out to one of us, because we'd love to have you as a guest on our. Yes. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay. Anyway, that was just popped into my head.
We'd love to have you on as a guest, because we'd love for someone else to explain this even more in depth than what we're going to do. Because again, we're just giving you top level. This is what we learned, and this is how we understand it to be. But it goes deeper from here. It's more advanced from here. I mean, anything with our bodies is more advanced. We are very advanced creatures.
Yes, we dug in this for a week. I mean, literally, we're not experts. So anyway, cortisol is produced by your adrenal glands. And
and if you're not sure where your adrenal glands are, those are near your kidneys. I think it's right above your kidneys is where the adrenal glands are.
I believe you're correct. And they produce a natural stress hormone. So it does more than just regulate stress. It helps regulate your energy, your blood sugar, your inflammation, your sleep and wake cycles. So cortisol isn't the enemy.
Yeah.
Chronic stress is your enemy.
As you can tell, cortisol is helping you regulate all kinds of stuff that you need in your body. So it's definitely not the enemy. So if you are told that cortisol is bad, That is an incorrect statement.
Yes.
Chronic stress is the thing that's bad.
Yes. And your body doesn't know
Yes.
the difference between a tiger and your full inbox. I mean, it just doesn't.
Yes.
When I was the sickest, my naturopath told me I couldn't watch dramas, horror movies, which I don't watch anyway, or anything like that because my adrenals were so tired that they couldn't handle that. So your body doesn't know the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. And so cortisol, you want your body to obviously create cortisol for a reason because it's
Yes,
helping you to manage all those things, but you don't want it to be elevated levels for a long period of time because
exactly.
that's what is bad. So because like when you're in constant stress, it's keeping those levels elevated for a long period of time, which is not good. So we're going to talk about some signs that your cortisol might be too high. So again, cortisol itself isn't bad, but it's bad if it's too high for too long. So
Yes.
here's some of the things. First of all, I think a lot of women I know are dealing with a lot of these things. Belly fat. Feel free to drop a yes if any of
Oh,
these
yes.
are something that you're struggling with or that you experience. So anyway, belly fat. What's another one, Christine?
Sugar cravings. And I am terrible. I mean, I talk food all the time, but sugar cravings are awful for me.
Mm-hmm.
And afternoon crashes. And I want to touch on this very briefly, but my sister has the afternoon crash between noon and 2. Well, that's because her cortisol is normal in the morning, it's normal at night, and it crashes in the afternoon. That is not common. Like, that is not the common
Right.
thing that
Well, her
happens.
energy crashes, but her cortisol is too high, I
No,
think,
her
right?
cortisol
Or not.
crashes.
Oh, she has a plummet in it. Wow. Okay. So that's like
Yes,
kind of the opposite,
that
but
is the
still has a
opposite. So it is so important to know your numbers. And I just wanted
yeah.
to touch on that. So know your numbers. Don't
Wow.
assume that you know. But yes, she thought that's what it was, and it's the other way around. So
Oh
anyway,
my goodness. Okay. So
I
clearly
know.
we don't want our cortisol levels too high or too low.
Or too low. Yes.
Right.
Yes. You don't want them bottoming out. So
Yes.
poor sleep.
Hmm.
How many people suffer from poor sleep?
Yeah. And anxiety. The amount of people that I hear that have anxiety on a regular basis, like they get nervous doing simple things
Yes.
because their anxiety levels are through the roof. Like driving down the road, they get anxious about that. Or just other basic things like walking into a meeting at work. They're anxious about that. Talking to a loved one. I get it. Like some things might be hard, but you should not be living in anxiety all the time. And if you are, it might mean that your cortisol levels are off. It might mean other
Yes.
things are going on too, but these are big indicators.
Right.
Brain fog. That's a big one.
Oh, that's a big one. I hear that so much.
Yeah.
Brain fog.
And a lot of people tie it to hormone imbalance. Yes, your hormones might be going crazy, especially if you're middle-aged woman like Christine and I who are going through that perimenopause time. And so yes, hormones might play a role in it, but also high levels of cortisol could. So there might be a combination of things going on. So these are just indicators that you should be paying attention to your body and your body's trying to tell you something.
Yes. Mood swings. Okay,
Again,
so there's a lot of things that can cause mood swings, but these are things like Carrie Marie said, paying attention to what's going on. This may be one of the things that I think
mhm,
that's why it's so hard sometimes to pin down root cause
mhm.
because you're treating one thing and in reality it's actually caused by something else. So,
Right.
yeah, mood
But
swings.
when these things are happening, it's keeping your cortisol levels high because it's trying to regulate all of these things.
Yes. It's basically stuck in fight or flight.
Yes. And then, and lastly, another thing, which is similar to the anxiety, is just feeling overwhelmed all the time. If you have that feeling of overwhelm all the time, it also is an indicator that your cortisol levels might be high because it's trying to regulate it. So I'd
Yes.
love to know if any of these things that we just said, if you're experiencing any of these things, drop a comment if you are going through any of those or all of those. I
Or
mean,
all of them, yes.
there are definitely some people I know who are probably experiencing all of those things right now, which means most likely their cortisol levels are far too high.
Yes. And stuck high.
Hmm. Yeah, and stuck in that high part. And let me just take a quick little side note too. If you are experiencing all of these things, it also could mean that you do have a stuck point that's underneath all of this that's causing you to be in these states, and then which is also then causing your cortisol to be high. So I think I've mentioned it before. Well, I know that we've mentioned it before on here. A quick stuck point quiz. It literally takes 5 minutes, and you can determine where you might be stuck. It's not going to help you to release it, but at least you have awareness around it, and you'll get instant results. So
Yeah.
anyway, you can
And then you do the stuck point scan like I did yesterday, and you get to release those things, and it's so freeing.
Yeah.
So yes,
so you can go to
definitely.
stuckpointquiz.com. I'm putting it up on the screen. There we go.
Okay.
I love that I can do that. It's so fun. By the way, if
So
you drop a comment, we can show it too. If you want to drop a comment and say hello to everyone, we can pop it up on the screen. So anyway, stuckpointquiz.com takes 5 minutes, and you might determine what is keeping you in that state of overwhelm, of stress, of all of those things that we talked about, so that hopefully you can start getting your regulating your cortisol levels, getting it back down to the place where it's supposed to be.
right.
And a lot of people get stuck in a cycle. And so let's talk that cycle of kind of like what that looks. I'm picturing like around like this cycle. You know what I mean?
Yes. And it's not a perfect circle, just so you know.
No, no, it's like one of those circles that are like on the
Yeah.
inside.
So you start with stress, which raises your cortisol. Well, that causes poor sleep, which raises your cortisol, which increases your cravings, which screws with your blood sugar. And your blood sugar swings make your cortisol work again because it's trying to regulate that. And it just keeps going around and around.
Yeah. So that's how you get trapped in that cycle of having your cortisol levels too high, because you're constantly going through stress. You're constantly getting poor sleep. You're constantly having cravings, which is causing your blood sugar swings. And so your cortisol is like going double time. It's like having to work overtime to try to manage all of this stuff. And so there's different ways of kind of supporting your healthy cortisol levels. And so I'm excited to bring you this, because we were talking about all of the things that we're experiencing. We're all like, yeah, I know I've got all this. How do I fix it?
How do I fix it? Yes. First of all, awareness is first.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
simple things, especially, I think this is true of everybody, but the more I read, the more like women in our age group having protein in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I have protein in my coffee right now. I have the Fit Fuel right in here because it gives me that level of protein first thing in the morning, so that I'm not like, what? Our bodies need protein. Our bodies definitely need protein, especially women, but I think everybody really.
I think everybody needs it. And I put the protein in I put the Fit Fuel in mine, and then I actually add more protein because I find for me that is beneficial.
Yeah.
So I definitely do a lot of protein in the morning.
Yeah.
Hydration.
Hydration. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so apparently during my stuck point scan yesterday, the girl who talks about hydration all the time, that was something that came up in my stuck point scan, is that my hydration was not ideal.
And it doesn't mean that you are not staying hydrated, because I know you're drinking a lot, but it might mean that your body is not absorbing that hydration. And
Yes.
so that's something I actually noticed the other day. I had such an energy crash in the afternoon. I never nap, as you know. I am not a napper like you are.
No, I am.
And I literally felt like I could fall asleep in the afternoon. And that's not like me at all. I usually have energy throughout the day, and I'm always drinking water. I fill this thing up multiple times a day. It's 40 ounces of water that can fit in here multiple times a day. And so I know that I'm very hydrated, but for some reason I kept feeling like I was so thirsty, even though I was drinking. So I was like, okay, my body must not be absorbing that liquid, the hydration. So
Yes.
I made a hydrate. So the hydrate is it has electrolytes in it. It's got other nutrients in it that helps our body to absorb that hydration. Within a half hour of me drinking that, I was back up to my regular level of energy, not over energy, because it's not like it has any kind of actual energy things in it. It's not like it's
No.
caffeinated or anything like that, but it gave me that boost of energy again. And I was like, whoa, that was it. My body wasn't absorbing all of the water that I had been drinking all day long. And all I needed was that little boost of hydration in the afternoon with the hydrate to have
Yeah,
it absorb into my body. I was blown away.
I know. And the hydrate and the rush, we have both. The rush has caffeine in it. I have
Yes.
actually found in the afternoons, I do better not drinking the rush, drinking
Right, right.
the hydrate. And I think part of it is, okay, my sister drinks way too much water, which yes, that is a thing, and it flushes all the stuff out. So I think
Mhm.
when you got tired like that, you probably had flushed so much out that your body's like, okay, seriously, you need to give some of that back to me. And that's
Yeah.
where the hydrate comes in and it's perfect.
Yeah. And my favorite flavor of the hydrate is the lemon lime by far. I know the other flavors are delicious too, but that particular flavor, I don't know what it is, but I sometimes crave it. And I don't know if I'm craving the flavor or if I'm craving the electrolytes and other nutrients or whatever it is. But sometimes I'm like, I need it right now. And so I will literally go out to the kitchen and I'll make myself up a thing and then I drink it so fast. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be drinking it so fast. But either way, my body was like craving it. So anyway, that this is a very long conversation about hydration. We've also
I
done
know.
previous episodes about
My favorite is strawberry kiwi.
okay, all right. That
Okay,
is a
that's my
delicious one.
favorite. Okay, moving on from hydration.
Yes.
Movement. That is we talk about movement. You can go to back to like YouTube and do the search on either of our channels. We talk
Mhm.
about movement a lot.
Yeah,
And this isn't going to the we don't talk about going to the gym and working out for hours on end. Not what
right.
we talk about. You
Yeah.
know, get up and our little app that we use, I have on mine to dance to 2 songs a day.
Yeah. And
So
mine is to go for or mine actually just says some sort of movement, but I usually try to get outside and go for a walk every day. As long as we have good weather, I bring my grand dog with me. We go for our nice walk and we walk for at least a half hour on most days. And then I could do other movement. I love dancing. Like you were saying, dance to a fun song. It doesn't feel like it's some set workout, like you have to go to the gym or work with a trainer or like kill yourself trying to do some crazy workout. As much as you might enjoy working out at the gym, and that's great for me personally, I wish that I lived a little bit closer to a gym that has classes like a Zumba class or kickboxing. I used to go to kickboxing classes until my studio got shut down during COVID, but I loved it because there's something about doing an activity with other people that's moving your body. You're doing something fun. It's not just standard like weightlifting or something like that, which I know weightlifting is good, but I was so toned when I did kickboxing. I mean, we were using our muscles in different ways. And
yes,
it was good tools that I could use if I needed to kick somebody in real life.
I want to learn Tai Chi, which is completely off topic. But anyway, um,
All
so
right. So
breathing, deep breathing. And I think the next two kind of go together deep breathing, prayer, and meditation. You can do
mhm,
like all of that at the same time.
yeah.
And definitely go back to our past episodes because we have an entire episode on breath.
Yeah, I think we might have more than one episode on it for sure
I
because
think you do too.
we bring it up a lot. And you know what? It's so easy to do something like that. Pop on headphones, bring up there's guided meditations and guided prayers that go along with breathing on YouTube. I don't know off the top of my head a specific one to recommend to you, but you can literally just type in a search for guided breathing meditation or guided breathing prayer, something like that. And it will literally just take you through and you can even put in how many minutes you want too. I do that sometimes if I only have like 10 minutes to sit and do my prayer or meditation time, I'll literally type into to YouTube 10 minutes and then it will give me something that I can listen to. I also pair it with my red light therapy. So I will hold my red light thing up while I'm doing my deep breathing, while I'm doing my prayer and meditation. It's like an all in one experience of wellness. And so anyway,
Yes,
those are
and
ways.
that is it is important. And honestly, you can even do the breathing before you
Mhm.
get up in the morning Or
Yeah.
when you lay down at night, it's actually great to do when you lay down at night
Oh,
to
for sure.
reset your body into it's
Yeah.
time to go to sleep.
Right, right. Because it's helping you to regulate your nervous system, which
And
in
your
turn will help
cortisol.
you to regulate your bring down your cortisol levels. And so,
Yes.
and again, the cortisol isn't bad. You just don't want it in very high levels all the time. Another one is getting outside. So that's another thing. I pair my walking with being outside. So it's kind of a double, I'm doubling up on, on these things. Getting
Yes.
outside is super beneficial, especially if you can get out in the sunlight first thing in the morning. It actually helps you with your circadian rhythm as well.
Yes. Which in turn helps with your cortisol levels.
Yes.
And
And
learning to manage your stress. Here's the thing. I have bad news for every single one of you. You are not getting rid of your stress.
yeah,
Like,
stress
it is
is going to
part
be
of life.
there.
Because there's good stress, there's bad stress. It's just stress does make you stronger if
Hmm.
you learn how to manage it.
Hmm. Yes. Yeah. And the more you work on this, it is a practice. Everything is a practice. So give yourself grace if you don't get it immediately, or if you don't do these things on a regular basis. Just be like, okay, I'm going to try it again tomorrow. Give
Yep.
yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up, because that causes more stress on yourself for no reason. Because what's done is done, or what's not done is not done. And moving on, just moving on. We can't change what we did or did not do before, but we can decide at that point, when we realize it, when we have awareness around it, like, oh, I didn't handle these things as I should, or maybe I should have gotten outside earlier in the day to really help regulate my nervous system and regulate my cortisol levels earlier on the day before I snap. So
Yes.
again, or like hydrate, like drinking a hydrate maybe midday, so that you don't have that afternoon crash or the rush or something like that. Do something, or having that protein first thing in the day. If you start adding these things in here and there as they work, you'll get the hang of it, and just give yourself grace. If you miss a day and don't have protein first thing in the morning, no big deal. Have it when you think of it. Have it
Yes.
tomorrow, whatever it is. So, want to remind you to not put more stress on yourself by beating yourself up. And
Exactly.
really, really trying to protect your sleep. And by protecting your sleep, that means prioritizing going to sleep. If somebody invites you to go do something in the evening past your bedtime, unless it's super important to you, you can be okay with protecting your sleep and your boundaries and saying no to that thing.
Yes.
And I understand if it's a loved one's wedding or something like that, I get it. Go to the wedding. It's okay. It's okay to make exceptions every once in a while. But if it's just going out to a bar and you're just like, you know what? The bar scene's not really my thing, as much as I love these people and I want to be around them. If it's not your thing and your sleep is more important to you and your sanity, then prioritize the sleep, protect the sleep. And also, by protecting the sleep, we have all kinds of episodes on this too, that you can look on our YouTube channels. But turn off the phones before bed. Turn off all of the outside world and your
Mhm.
connection to everything, and that blue light that's right in your face. Turn it off. Try with like 10 or 15 minutes. If you're one of those people that fall asleep with your phone in front of your face, try just leaving it on a table somewhere 10 to 15 minutes before you plan to go to bed. Give it that little bit of time. And again, it's a practice. You're practicing all of these things. And the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And it will become routine. It'll become natural. And you'll start noticing how good you feel. Because once
Yes.
your cortisol levels are regulated and they're working at a normal level, not elevated all the time, you're going to start to notice such a huge difference.
I have said all the time, you don't know how good you can feel until you do. And when you do, you wonder why you put up with how bad you felt before.
Yeah. Yep. Hmm.
Because that was me. I was like, wow, I didn't realize I felt that bad because it's how you feel.
Right,
So,
right. It becomes normal, which is not good. It's not good if feeling yucky or stressed out or exhausted all the time feels normal. That shouldn't be normal. But
no.
keep in mind that you can do something about it. So that's why we're bringing you these tips. And you know what? If you have a hard time falling asleep at night, if you have a hard time turning off that brain, you can try things like journaling before you go to bed to just get all the things out of your brain and onto paper. You can try taking a calm capsule or drift. Drift is a hot chocolate that helps you to fall asleep and stay asleep for the night.
Mhm.
And these things are really awesome tools to help you to just calm down. We talked about the deep breathing before bed too. Things that you can do to help your body to regulate the nervous system, to calm down and allow you to fall into a sleep quicker so that you're not wired and you're not tossing and turning and things like that. So Christine's going to try this tonight.
You know, what's funny is I tried a new sleep drink last night that's strawberry as opposed to
Ooh.
like our drift that's chocolate.
Mhm.
And I get to try it again because I can't say that I slept great. So I will keep you posted on whether or not I like it.
Yeah. Maybe
So
try taking a calm earlier on or something.
something. So
Because yeah,
here's the thing. If you still feel stuck and you can't get past that, seriously, take Carrie Marie's stuck point quiz. Figure out what it is because sometimes that boulder that's sitting in front of your path, if it gets moved out of the way, everything else comes easier.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I mean, it only takes a few minutes and it's free. It doesn't cost anything to take the quiz. And
Right.
having awareness is so important. I mean, I feel like we talk about that all the time. It's important to make changes in our life with anything, of just to have awareness
Mhm.
around what's going on. Because if you don't have awareness around something, you can't do anything about it. So
Yeah.
start becoming aware of where you might be stuck, what's holding you back, what's keeping you at the level where you're at, and then move on. And you'll find, not only will you get your results, but then you'll learn what next steps you can take depending on how you answered the questions. And be honest with yourself. Nobody
Yeah.
is judging you. You're not doing it for anybody else. You're doing it for yourself. So answer the questions honestly so that you get accurate results. So,
Absolutely.
and I would like to know too, if you're watching, let us know what is one thing that from what we talked about or something else that popped in your head, what's one thing that you're going to do this week to lower your stress load or to help you to regulate your cortisol levels? What's one thing that you're going to do differently this week? Because again, small baby steps. You don't have to overhaul everything. Try one thing. If you haven't been having protein first thing in the morning, just try it. Maybe you haven't ever tried hydrate. Reach out to Christine or I. We'll get you the information and give it a
Mhm.
try. Start trying it this week and see where that goes. See how your body responds to it. Just try something new. So what are you going to try this week? Maybe it's a new deep breathing exercise or a new dance routine.
Yes.
So yeah. So give us a or drop a message and let us know, but give us a ring or call us, message us, however, and we're happy to get you more information on anything that we talked about today. And I'm excited about next week. So you definitely want to tune in next week because it's going to be interactive. We're going to be doing an interactive wellness check-in because again, we are like midway through the year and it's good to check in with ourselves. And sometimes we're like, well, we don't even really know how to do a wellness check. So
Right.
we're going to tell you, how are you really? You will find out.
Yes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
So tag all your
absolutely.
friends, bring all your friends, and let's have a wellness check-in party.
Yes, the more the merrier. It will be so fun. We can all wear party
Yes.
hats. Maybe not. I don't think I have a party hat, but
I
we
don't
can
think
wear a hat.
I don't think I have a party hat either. I might have a Christmas hat, but it's June, so
I have a sun hat I could wear. That could be my party hat, is a sun hat.
I was gonna say the only thing I think I have is ball caps.
Mm,
I
yeah.
do wear a lot of ball caps, especially when I don't wanna do anything with my hair. I need one that says "messy hair don't care" or something like that, but
I know we just talked about that too. How I go sometimes a week to a week and a half without washing my hair, and we were talking about how you can just pop on a hat if your hair's looking a little grunge. You can just pop on a hat. I'm grateful that my hair. I've trained my hair to go that long, and so it doesn't. I think it feels or it smells grungier than, which sounds nasty.
actually, I
I
understand. I used to not be able to go more than 24 hours.
wow.
Like, 'cause my hair was so oily, it was just, ugh, it was gross. So anybody who
Yes.
knew me in high
Oh.
school, yeah, I showered every morning. But
I
now that
shower
I'm
every morning, I just don't wash my hair.
yeah.
So,
Anyway,
oh,
we're off topic. So
yeah,
check
we're
in
so
next
off
week
topic.
for our wellness check. I will leave you with this.
Yes.
I told you about my sister whose cortisol drops in the afternoon. So a way to keep your cortisol from dropping in the afternoon, and by the way, I'm still going to say know your numbers before, but she can eat dark chocolate at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that stops her crash, or it postpones her crash to like 4 or 5 o'clock. So if you love dark
Wow.
chocolate, if you eat it at 10 o'clock in the morning and you have a noon to 2 crash in the afternoon, try it. It might work. I'll
Yep.
leave you with
You
that.
never
You
know.
never know.
We're telling
Okay.
you, eat chocolate.
Yes. Eat chocolate. No, that's not our normal thing, but eat chocolate. Okay. Everybody have a great day, and we will
Yes.
see you next week.
Yes. See you next week. Have a beautiful day. Bye.